Imagine never throwing away expired food again. Well, not only is it 100% possible, it's actually easy if you know what to buy. In this video, I'm breaking down 11 foods that never expire. Now, this doesn't mean they'll last 550 years, but many of these will outlast you. In uncertain times, whether it's insane price spikes, economic collapse, or a blackout, having a stockpile of foods that don't go off gives you real peace of mind. First up, and I'm doing these three together because they're probably the most well-known: salt, sugar, and honey. These are kitchen staples that just don't quit. Why don't they expire? Salt is a mineral, sodium chloride. It's been used for centuries to preserve food because it dehydrates everything and creates an environment where bacteria simply can't survive. This is why salted meats and fish last so long without refrigeration. Table salt goes through a refining process that removes impurities, making it even more stable. As long as you store it in a cool, dry place, ideally in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, it'll remain safe to use indefinitely. Sugar works the same way. It attracts and holds moisture, which stops bacteria and mold from growing. Sugar has what's called low water activity, which further prevents anything nasty from taking hold. Yes, sugar might go hard over time as it absorbs moisture from the air, but it doesn't spoil. It's still perfectly safe. Store it properly and it lasts forever without losing quality. Then there's honey. Natural sweetener produced by bees, and it's basically indestructible. Honey is highly concentrated with really low water content. Bacteria and microorganisms can't survive in it. On top of that, honey has a low pH level, which also inhibits bacterial growth. So salt, sugar, and honey, all three have properties that make them resistant to spoilage. Salt dehydrates and preserves. Sugar has low water activity. Honey has antimicrobial properties. All three last indefinitely. Number 4. Canned meat. This is your protein powerhouse. When it comes to long-term food storage, canned meat is top tier. Not only does it give you a solid protein source, but it has a seriously impressive shelf life. Canned chicken, beef, pork, they'll last much longer than the best before date stamped on the tin. The key is making sure the tins are in good condition. No dents, no bulges, nothing that suggests the seal's been compromised. When you open them, do a visual check and smell them. Your nose is your best tool here. Why doesn't canned meat expire? It's the canning process itself. The meat gets sealed in an airtight container and subjected to high temperatures. This kills the bacteria and microorganisms that cause spoilage. No oxygen, high heat, it creates an environment where bacteria can't grow. The meat stays safe to eat for years and years. Now, quality and taste might deteriorate over time. The texture might change, the flavor might not be as good, and nutritional value can decrease, but it's still safe to eat. You'll find tins of corned beef, spam, chicken breast at supermarkets like Tesco, Asda, Morrison's. Stock up when they're on offer. Number 5. White rice, specifically long grain. This is a survival food you don't want to overlook. Researchers have found that when stored properly, in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers at room temperature, white rice maintains its nutrient content and flavor for up to 30 years. That makes it perfect for long-term storage. Rice has been a staple for centuries because of its incredible longevity. Brown rice? You've only got a few years. White rice? Decades. You can pick up massive bags at supermarkets, Tesco, Sainsbury's, even cheaper at places like B&M or Home Bargains. Store it properly and you've got a reliable food source for the next 30 years. Number 6. Pasta. Not only is pasta versatile in the kitchen, it's also rock solid for long-term storage. Stored properly, pasta can last 20 to 30 years. In the original packaging from the supermarket, you're looking at a couple of years. But if you transfer it to airtight containers, 5-gallon buckets with mylar bags and oxygen absorbers, it becomes a long-term asset. Store it in a cool, dry place. This prevents moisture and pests from getting to it. With pasta in your stockpile, you can make a proper meal even in difficult times. Spaghetti, penne, macaroni, there are loads of options. Why does pasta last so long? It's made from durum wheat, which is a hard variety with high protein content. That high protein makes pasta less susceptible to spoilage and degradation. The low moisture content also stops bacteria and mold from growing. Pasta is simple, requires minimal prep, and can be cooked with all sorts of ingredients. You can use it in sauces, soups, casseroles, or just boil it up on its own. It's filling, reliable, and available everywhere. Tesco, Asda, Aldi, Lidl. Stock up when it's on offer. Number 7. Dried beans. This is the prepper classic, right? Beans and rice. Dried beans are a nutritional powerhouse and an essential part of any long-term food storage plan. They're rich in protein, fiber, and essential minerals, which makes them a brilliant source of sustenance during emergencies. The quality of dried beans might decrease after 30 years or so, but they're still considered safe to eat. To store beans long-term, make sure they're properly dried and free of moisture before sealing them in airtight containers with mylar bags and oxygen absorbers. This prevents mold and insect infestation. When you need to rely on beans as a survival food, you'll be grateful you've got a supply of these nutrient-dense legumes ready to go. You can get huge bags of dried beans at supermarkets. Kidney beans, black beans, chickpeas, lentils. They're cheap, especially at places like Aldi or Lidl, and they last practically forever if stored right. Canned fruits and vegetables. In a crisis, or when fresh produce isn't available, you still need a balanced diet. It's important to include fruits and veg in your long-term storage, and canned options are perfect because they retain nutrients and flavour for extended periods. Just because the best before date on the tin says it'll last a couple of years, doesn't mean it expires then. Canned foods, just like canned meat, last far beyond the manufacturer's stated date. Those dates are recommendations for when the food will taste best, when the consistency is optimal. They don't indicate when the food starts to spoil. The canning process ensures that as long as the tin isn't damaged, the food inside will last for years past that date. You'll find tinned tomatoes, sweet corn, peas, peaches, pineapple at every UK supermarket. Stock up when you see deals. Tesco often does multi-buy offers on tinned goods. Number 9. Alcohol. This might not seem like a food storage item, but it has real merit. Certain types of alcohol, like vodka or whiskey, have an indefinite shelf life. Other spirits might change flavour over time due to oxidation, but as long as the bottle's sealed properly, the alcohol remains safe to consume. Beyond providing a bit of comfort or relaxation during challenging times, just remember to consume responsibly and in moderation. But even if you don't plan to drink it, alcohol is incredibly versatile. It has so many uses. Cleaning wounds, sterilizing equipment, even bartering. You put it on the shelf and don't have to worry about it going off. No rotation, no inventory management. You can pick up spirits at Tesco, Sainsbury's, or even cheaper at supermarkets like Asda or Morrison's when they have promotions. Number 10. Rolled oats. Good old-fashioned porridge. When it comes to long-term storage, rolled oats are a breakfast staple you shouldn't overlook. They're hearty, nutritious, and have an impressive shelf life. Stored properly in a cool, dry place inside mylar bags, Rolled oats can last 20 to 30 years. Rolled oats aren't quite as versatile as rice or pasta, but they're still useful. You've got your porridge, obviously, but you can also use them in granola bars, flapjacks, biscuits, loads of recipes. Their versatility and super long shelf life make them a solid addition to any food storage plan. You can get massive bags of rolled oats at supermarkets, Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda. They're cheap, especially own brand versions, and if you store them right, they'll be edible decades from now. Number 11. Powdered milk. In the absence of fresh milk, powdered milk is a reliable and long-lasting alternative. It's not going to taste as good as fresh milk from the shop, but it is an alternative. It's popular for survival food because of its extended shelf life and ease of storage. Storing powdered milk in mylar bags is the way to ensure it lasts and maintains quality. The shelf life depends on various factors: the quality of the milk, storage conditions, and the brand. But stored properly in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight, if you've got children eating breakfast cereals, or if you bake, or if recipes require milk, powdered milk is a great option to have. You'll find it at most UK supermarkets, though you might get better deals at places like B&M, Home Bargains, or online in bulk. When it comes to long-term food storage, stocking up on these long-lasting options is essential. Whether you're someone who takes preparedness seriously, or you're just looking to be ready for emergencies, supply chain disruptions, price spikes, whatever, having a supply of durable, nutritious foods gives you real peace of mind. If I've missed anything from this list, leave a comment below. Or, if you've got your preferred storage method, share it. Until the next video, stay informed and stay prepared.